The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. Eddie Pinheiro about set to get us going, and we are underway here in Charlotte. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
How's it going?
2nd and 10 coming up.
Week going so far.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah, how's it going?
Amari Cooper,
appreciate you coming
75 yards. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead.
It's a lot going with the...
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays
right now,
already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
I feel you.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit him with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Chop it up with y'all.
Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
I'm going to try to.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. The tackle there by John Johnson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to think of what game plan I should use, but I don't know. Because it's like I want to run my game plan.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Certain other Madden players kind of like this.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They go play action. Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. He's got the first down and more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And the slot man goes in motion left. To try again after the sack. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. John Johnson with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
You already know.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
Playing me like I don't know what I'm doing. That's the crazy.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
So I'm going to just do what I got to do.
Mayfield to throw it. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he's
Why? Come on, man. That could have been a touchdown.
15. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. Much needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
Honestly, I don't even know.
Will continue to help them
it's
dig
just
out
been
of this
cold.
hole.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Okay, did y'all just
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Okay.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I mean, I was kind of worried myself, so you good.
To throw, Mayfield. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
You know what? Let's just go ahead and take our 3. I don't even know what happened there.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This a 31-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And we can't challenge it.
Get on the board here, still trailing at 16-3 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor,
I thought all scoring touchdowns were reviewed.
And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the up.
He's got a man, complete.
So I couldn't even, that's crazy.
And all the way in, touchdown,
Yeah, he
Cleveland.
shit.
Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Steps away to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Play fake. Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And a tackle going to be made at the 38. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak. And while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close. But the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A first throw now for the backup Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Brissett.
I'm there. I'm there. Come on
9
now.
yards, and that leaves him just short,
Okay.
so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Okay.
Throwing, Brissett. Another completion here to Hunt. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Watson looks to throw again. Flush to his right. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Watson now to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Man
what?
Open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
The fuck out of here.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 1st down, Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones as time expires in the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes the brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Hubbard again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Following the interception, Mayfield dancing to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Ooh, I'm glad
This
you
will get
took that
out
out
of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Baker Mayfield. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Hold on, bro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
I got to end stream, y'all. This is a loss. So I'll catch y'all when I get back.